Okay, so section 5.4 and 5.5 is about the different formulas we can use with our trig function. So for now, we're going to be looking at the sum and difference formulas. Okay, so our essential question for the week is going to be, how can I find the exact value of trig functions using the values I already know from the unit circle? Okay, so we know some special angles in the unit circle like pi over 6, pi over 4, pi over 3, right? So now if I give you an angle like pi over 12, which is not on the unit circle, we can use a combination of angles that we know of from the unit circle to evaluate. Okay, so when asked to find the exact value of a trig function that's not on the unit circle, just like I said, we can use various formulas to help us evaluate. So we can use a sum and difference formula, we can use double angle formulas, half angle formulas. There's actually quite a few more, but these are the three types that we'll go over. Okay, and today we're looking at the sum and difference formula. So when do we use these formulas? We use them when we're given an angle, like I said, that's not on the unit circle, right? But maybe it's a sum or a difference of angles that are on the unit circle. Okay. So take, for example, sine of 105 degrees. 105 is not on the unit circle. So what's our strategy? Well, let's see if it's a sum or difference of angles that we know of on the unit circle. So if I look at 105, it's actually 60 plus 45. We know about 60 and 45. We can find the sine, the cosine, and the tangent of any of those. 105 is also 225 minus 120. Both of these are angles on the unit circle, right? I could also use the fact that it's 345 minus 240, right? So you just kind of pick any sum or difference that is equivalent to the angle that you're given, and then go ahead and we'll use formulas to help us evaluate the trig functions at the angle that's not on the unit circle. So my choice is usually, if it's in the first quadrant, it's just easier to remember. We don't have to refer back to the unit circle as often. All right, so my suggestion is go with the smaller angles, but it really doesn't matter. If I were to pick any of these combinations or anything I found that added up to 105 or subtracted to 105, using the formula correctly will give me the same answer every time. It doesn't matter what combination of numbers I'm using. Okay, so on the next video, we'll actually go through some examples.